Hi, this is Gord from Pastime Flies. I was asked if I would tie a general practitioner last week, so I said I'd give it a shot. Today I'm using it's a number 4 hook, just for video sakes to keep it a little bigger so everybody could see. First of all, just start your thread down the hook. Okay. First thing we're going to do is take some gold mirage tinsel, make a little butt. Wind it back a few wraps. There you go, touch and turns. I like to take 3 wraps, cross over your thread, a few wraps, bind it down. Cut off the excess, and just tidy up a little bit. Okay, now take some orange deer hair. You don't need a lot. And you could stack these. Use a stacker or do it by hand. I like to make it 1.5 times the hook length. Okay, secure that in place. Cut off the excess. Now when you're cutting off the excess, cut it back on an angle, which will give you a smoother body. You won't have a blunt end, so help taper it out. Okay, take some crystal flash. I like to use 4 pieces. Don't use too much, kind of defeats the purpose. I find more is less on this. Okay, there we go. Wrap that in, secure it down, cut it off just around the end of your tail fibers. Lay that there. Okay, let's get some gold oval tinsel. I'm using small here, it's UTC. Now when I tie salmon hooks, I like to bring the thread and the wrappings up close to where the head is, the extra piece of eye that's coming around. You'll find it'll finish off the fly a lot nicer. Okay, bring that back. Okay, take a hackle, I just pull this out of a cape. Attach your hackle. Once you got that in, make a double loop. When you're all the way back, wrap it around, that's it. Back up again. Dubbing ruler in there. And this is orange dubbing. You can use any type you like. I like to mix mine when I get them. I usually get a package of ice dub, UV dub. I'll mix them. Do that with a lot of my dubbings. It helps give an extra nice color, I suppose you could say, that you normally just can't buy. Give her a spin. Okay, next there. Bring that around and you're dubbing around. Get up about halfway up the hook. Bind it down with your thread. A few wraps behind, a few wraps in front. And I cut it off. Piece of garbage. hackle and just palmer it forward. Tie that off, a few wraps behind, a few in front, and cut it off. Okay, now I cut hackle on top because it lays, your next step works out better. Take some golden pheasant tippets. Basically what I do, take a tippet, scissors, I'll cut it out into a V, add a bit of head cement to it. That kind of keeps it straight. That gives you the impression of the eyes. Okay, lay that on top. A few turns. Make sure you have it positioned the way you want it. And wrap her down. Now again, when you're coming up, take your scrap piece, cut it off where the eye comes around the hook. Position it down, tie it in, and there you go. Okay. I forgot to put the tinsel on, so let's try this. Wrap it around. Secure it behind. Cut that off. You're laying in there good. Okay. Now I'll take some golden pheasant fibers, or rump fibers. Yeah, I like to peel it back. Get two, one on top of each other. Okay, lay that on top of the tippet you just put in. Give it a few wraps. Make sure it's sitting well. It is. Tighten up your wraps. Secure it down. And again, on the side, cut that off there. Finish wrapping it in. Okay, now take some more golden oval tinsel, tie it in on the side, bring it back, touch and turns, bring it forward a bit. Okay. The hackle you just cut off, use the same one, because as you'll notice, the hairs on the bottom here are longer, and as it gets to the front, it gets shorter, just like on a real shrimp. Cut a little, like arrow shape into the feather. And what that'll do, when you tie it on, it won't pull out, so you don't have to worry about it. Tie it onto the side, secure it well, make another dubbing loop. Wind it all the way back. Wrap it around, come back up. Now, put the bobbin arm there to rest. The twirler on. Put some more dubbing here. And like I said, it's just hairline dubbing. Works well. I mix it up between the ice fibers, UV dub, anything to give it a nice little bit of flash. You know, when you're putting the dubbing on, always less is more. You don't want to really pack it in there. Okay, now that we got that, see, that's not much dubbing at all. Reverse spin. Okay, I'll give this a wrap. There you go, touching turns, just head forward. I like to go just a little past where the eye comes back on itself. That'll give you a nice size head and lots of room to put a neat head in. A few turns back, and a few turns forward. Stroke everything back with your finger and lock everything into place. There we go. Okay, take the hackle that we put on, take it, and again palmer that forward. Up top, a few wraps behind, and a few wraps forward to lock it in. that off. And again, I cut this off flush on the top. That just helps the wings sit better. Okay, now, forgot the step the last time, so just take your tinsel, and some even loops around. Okay, that in a few times, bind it in forward, and cut that off. Okay, pull everything back so it doesn't get in the way, and tighten it in. Okay. Take a couple more rump feathers from the golden pheasant crest. Like I said, I peel them back, and I put that over the top, get it nice, sitting right where you want it. Give it a few wraps. Make any adjustments here if you have to. Okay, tighten it down. Now, what I'll do, I'll take mine forward. See where I skin the hackle? Okay, bring that back on itself, tie it down. That'll never pull out. You'll never have a problem with that. Back down close. Nice tight turns. Just tidy everything up the end here. Make a nice little head. Just by spinning another couple seconds on it, it'll make the fly look a lot nicer, and it definitely lasts a little longer as well. Okay, that looks fine. Take the whip finisher, wrap it down 5 or 6 times, tighten it up. I like to give it 2 wraps just to be safe. You're going to spend all this time making the flies. Okay. A few more seconds is not going to hurt. Cut it off. Okay. If you have any fibers going forward, okay, cut them off. That looks pretty good. Well, there we go. There's your general practitioner. Pretty easy to tie. Now what I do, I give it a couple coats of head cement. It dries, give it another one. You can use UV resins if you like, if you have the light. If I'm in a hurry, that's what I'll use. Since I'm not in a hurry with this, I just put a couple coats of nail polish on. Okay, so there you have it. Take it off here, put it on a drying wheel.